I used to live in Syracuse, New York for a brief period before moving to Richmond. And in between work and life, I found solace in a beginner practice of meditation, thanks to a book recommendation from a dear friend. And I used to sit on this bench in Armory Square and look at this huge tree in a small park behind all these busy restaurants and bars. And I'd look at the tree and practice this meditation on interconnectedness. And it really was one of the ways that I began to get into the work that I do now. And as we move into fall, I find so much inspiration in the way that nature really teaches us to let go. Just like trees release their leaves, this time of year is a perfect time to reflect on behaviors and patterns that no longer serve us. A lot of times in my work, I see that people struggle to recognize how their own, maybe old habits, existing habits, or ways of thinking are actually creating tension in relationships or perpetuating conflict, especially at work. Certainly, can apply to our personal lives as well, but it happens at work as well. So we hold on to things. Maybe they're unhelpful patterns, or maybe they're unresolved issues, or we hold on to an apology that we're not ready to provide yet because change can be scary. But just like trees, when we let things go, we actually are creating space for new growth and fresh opportunities. So I'd like to pose the question to those listening, as I do to those who I work with sometimes. Are there patterns or tension points in your life that you might be holding on to? And what would shift if you were able to release them? Sometimes it can be really difficult to be honest with ourselves when we ask and answer questions like this. Part of what we do at 180 is provide that objective, non-judgmental, unbiased space for individuals and teams to ask the tough questions and provide the really honest answers that maybe they haven't been providing to themselves or to each other. So I invite you, if you are reflecting on these questions, to reach out to me, share what you've come up with. If you have recommendations for other folks, I'd love for you to share them. What ways have you found that work for you to help release old patterns and create resolution in your life? I'm Natalie Garamone. I'm the owner and principal consultant of 180, and I appreciate you listening.